Hello and welcome to the Nick and Kristen in the podcast. Another week, another fun story to tell. First, let's check in with Kristen on how she's doing. So she had a gallbladder surgery 5 days ago. Is that where we're at now?
Last
6? Something
Tuesday,
like that?
yeah.
So how you doing? How's the body? We've had a lot of people say they've had their gallbladder out. Who knew this was so common?
I know. A lot of people are making me feel really seen and heard right now. I was like, I thought I was like the only one.
Yes.
No, doing okay. It's funny because like a couple days afterwards, they tell you like really strict diet, like nothing fatty, no, basically just carbs and broth. That's basically like all you're really allowed to have.
Nothing tasty, like no dairy, no
nothing.
milk, okay.
No meat, nothing like that. And so I was dying and I was like, I'm just going to make myself just a little tiny bit of cheddar cheese quesadilla. And I made a TikTok video on that. And I was like, and because I Googled it afterwards, after I ate the whole thing. And I was like, was that bad? And it was like, that's very bad. Like, you're not supposed to have cheese.
Yeah.
And then I took Lily to a carnival at her school. And afterwards, they had a little ice cream truck. And she was like, can I get a scoop of ice cream? I was like, sure, I'll get one too. And I'm like midway through it when I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is dairy.
Yeah.
And I was with my friend who's a doctor at the time. I was like, am I going to die? And she's like, no, you're just going to be really uncomfortable for a second.
It's a weird habit you have to teach yourself now to break. But you will admit that nothing happened. You haven't.
No issues.
But although people are implying that this is like emergency situations, like got to bring some extra underwear. Yeah. There's no time to react.
Like people are saying like, oh, because after I posted the quesadilla video on TikTok, people are like, oh, make sure that you're by a bathroom for the next 3 hours. And I was like, oh my God, like what? And I was prepared, but like nothing happened.
That's good.
Like
and then,
nothing happened with the ice cream. And like they just opened up a new In-N-Out on Mill Plain. And I was like, well, I was going to check that out this week, but.
They have milkshakes. I feel like the milkshakes
I feel like the milkshake's a little too much.
Yeah.
I'll do burger, probably no fries. Maybe just like a Coke or something like that. But like I've been having diet soda and it's been okay.
Yeah, so far nothing's reacted, so that's good.
I know.
Like so you could go and live your normal life like you normally do, and that's nice.
I'm doing okay. I'm sore, but like I'm getting back to work. Like I'm back at work full time. Okay. So I'm all right.
So the things we want to talk about today on the podcast is we got another weird thing in the mail. It's been a couple of years since we got something in the mail. We got one. Kristen was out at a park and got scouted in like a weird way.
Yes.
And then we want to hear your thoughts on the woman that gave birth on the plane that landed in PDX. I don't know if you've heard about this story or not.
I have not.
So first off, we got a weird package in the mail. It was very light. It was for me, which the other one was too. And it was 3 sugar packets.
Yes. And it's part of this whole scam from a different country. And like the purpose of the scam is somehow they got your address.
Which it's like all on Amazon, basically.
Yes. They send you ridiculous products that have no value. And then they do fake reviews based on you?
I think so. And then they change the item that they're selling or whatever. But who's like 3 sugar packets? Like that's how you sent me? But the first time we got a legend out of it.
Yes, we did.
So the first time we did this, it was 2021. Or 2020, right when the pandemic hit. We got a weird package in the mail, and it was this.
Yes, and it felt ominous at the time.
Yeah,
because I was like, oh my God,
yeah.
like why would somebody send this to this? This is creepy. And we named him a very special name.
Yes, his name is Woodward.
Woodward.
And if you can't see it, if you're just listening to the podcast, it's like a tiny mannequin. Like, what's it, like a dress mannequin?
So, yes. Well, it's not a dress mannequin. So, it's for drawing.
Oh, for drawing. It's a tiny drawing figure.
It's this wooden figure that articulates its body, like legs, arms, hands. And you're supposed to use it in drawing class to kind of simulate what postures would look like if you're drawing figures.
Yeah, they
form like a little pose.
Wooden
doll on a little stand. And it's always creeped us out that it just got sent to us randomly. And we had just started here in Portland. And it felt very like, I know where you live kind of a feel.
Yes.
But thankfully, it was just part of this scam.
And we were doing Twitch at the time, live streaming our show. And so he became part of the show. His name is Woodward. And he would co-host the show with us occasionally when Kristen was out.
That's right, yeah.
And we actually had a shout out for him on one of the comments on this podcast.
That's amazing.
Any chance we could see Woodward, so
there's a little cameo.
Woodward. He's a legend. The sugar packets aren't going to make it.
One of the other things that we've gotten were fake Ray-Bans. Do you remember that?
I don't know if I remember that.
We got fake Ray-Bans.
Okay.
And we were all like, oh my gosh. And then we tried them on. And we're like, oh, these aren't real Ray-Bans. And so like now the sugar packets. So here's hoping for something good one day.
They're getting cheaper as the years go by. Well, like at least Woodward was
2026 economy. They're like, we don't have money for fake Ray-Bans anymore.
Send him some sugar packets or something. And so, Kristen, you were out at the park.
Yes.
And you got scouted.
I did get scouted. I'm so excited.
But another mom got scouted. So break it down. What happened?
Okay.
You went to the park.
We went to a park. Lily and I went to a park. And I was sitting down, and there was this very tall, like 6'3" gentleman standing next to me. And he was just kind of standing there. And then eventually he turned around and he was like, hi. And I was like, oh, hello. And he's reached down and he's like, my name's such and such. And I was like, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so. And he's like, so which kid's yours? And I just, the whole conversation was very awkward.
It's a very parented conversation.
I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground, and he's like very tall, like looking down on me. And I'm like, well, sir.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's my kid right over there. And he's like, oh, that's my kid. And he's like, you from here? And I was like, wow, this is an in-depth conversation.
Deep. Went straight to from here, huh?
Yeah. Right. And immediately I was like, I think this is it. Like, I think this is the moment. No.
No, he's not hitting on you?
No. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Like, at some point, he's going to ask me what I do for a living. Sure enough, he's like, yeah, you've only been in Vancouver a couple years. What is it that you do for work? And immediately I was like, it's happening. It's happening to me.
Finally.
He is going to try to recruit me into an MLM.
No one's ever tried to recruit you
No
before.
one's ever tried to recruit me. I've heard the stories of like wandering around Target and women coming up to you going, oh my gosh, like, aren't these things so expensive?
The diapers, right? Yeah, they'd hang out in the diaper section. That was a big thing.
Thankfully, I work for myself and I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm looking for other moms that are looking to make money.
You wouldn't want to earn an extra $5,000 a month, would you?
Yeah, like it's so easy just hosting parties or whatever. And so the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be an MLM.
Gotta wait for the pitch.
And so he's like, what is it that you do for a living? And I was like, well, I'm a therapist. Which is weird because I've never had to say that without adding radio to it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a therapist. And he's like, oh. And like it took the wind out of his sails. Because he's like, oh, you're kind of like.
He expected you to be a stay-at-home mom.
He's like, you're your own boss, huh? And I was like, yeah, I like make my own schedule. I set my own rates and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, oh. And I was like, what do you do? And he's like, I work in e-commerce. And I was like, oh, there it is. There it is.
E-commerce.
I was like, what is it that you sell on e-commerce? And he's like, oh, anything. Wellness, supplements, makeup, any household items. I mean, we don't sell junk. We sell the stuff that you really need. I was like, this is like Amway. Like, this is like old school e-commerce. Like, what are you talking about?
It sounds like he's on TikTok Shop and he's like, they're like pitching him stuff like, oh, sell these vitamins.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. He's like, yeah, a friend of mine was doing it. He was making $40,000 to $60,000 extra a year. And I was like, I got to do this. I got to get in on this. Like, nobody's doing this. And I was like, what do you do full time? He's like, oh, I'm a locksmith. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, so the locksmith. So you're not making, I mean, 40-50 is not going to get you far anymore.
No, definitely not anymore. So I was just like, the whole time I was just like, oh my gosh, it's happening.
Finally, Kristen got scouted.
But like, I can't be really scouted because my job is one of those jobs where it's like, oh no, like, I don't have any of the problems that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a boss that's mean to me. I run my own business. I set my own schedule. I can work around my kids' schedule. Like, all the stuff that, like, the people at MLMs tell you, like, you can stay at home. You can work from home. I'm like, I do telehealth.
Yeah.
So it's like, like, there's, like, nothing you could do. And then this other woman kind of wanders into our group, and he launches right into her. He's like, oh, my gosh, I work in e-commerce and blah, blah, blah. He's setting up the pitch. He's like, what is it that you do? She's like, oh, I run my own private practice as a physical therapist. And he was like... And he's like, what does your husband do? He's like, oh, he flies for Hawaiian Airlines. And he was like, dang it.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you didn't give him my information.
No, because he asked me what you did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's freelance audio and video stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, he's in between things right now. Which actually, tell me more about this e-commerce
I know.
thing.
So, yeah, maybe I should get into e-commerce. Like,
no.
Even though, I mean, MLMs, if you do them right, if you're motivated, you can still make money,
No,
right?
they'll never work. They never work. Even the top % are lying. They're inflating their numbers.
I
They're
know
doing all
someone who sells jewelry that has flown to Amsterdam and gotten all these free trips out of it. Don't you want to also fly?
Nothing's free in this world.
Take these trips.
Look, it sounds luxurious, right? But that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And this whole e-commerce thing, I don't know if it's like an MLM, but what it is like a drop shipping.
Yeah,
so like
it's the stuff I don't want to do on TikTok.
They are in talks with outside importers.
Yeah.
And so like somebody purchases something through them, they contact their person, they upcharge you $3 extra or whatever.
Yeah.
So they don't hold any products, but they're basically just the middleman.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what e-commerce drop shipping is. And it's like, I'm not interested, man.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes me money, maybe. I'm just sitting here all day, but I'm trying to figure out something to have any kind of income would be good.
You could start selling plasma or doing something. You could work for Amazon. You could do.
You want me to work for Amazon?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, don't sit here and go, well, there's nothing to do.
There's
like,
jobs to be had.
There's things you could do.
No, there's definitely things that I don't need a qualification for.
Yeah.
But they don't pay enough for it to be worth it.
I don't know. We haven't gotten your unemployment
well,
yet.
It's true.
So.
Yeah, it's like $15 an hour. I'm like, can anybody survive on $15 an hour anymore?
Well, no, absolutely nobody can.
So,
yeah.
And then I don't even get free McDonald's.
Well, so maybe I should find the guy at the park. I'll probably see him next week and chatting up some other ladies.
Yeah, just be like, so.
That happened to me.
You need anybody to shoot video content for your e-commerce commercial?
Right, exactly.
I'll sell them a commercial. Yeah. So a woman gave birth on a flight from Atlanta to PDX. And I'm just going to tell you stuff, and then I'm going to give you 2 options on how to react.
Oh, gosh.
So she gave birth. It's just nothing crazy, but she gave birth to her baby 30 minutes before it landed in PDX. There was a doctor, 2 nurses on board that assisted in the birth. Thankfully, they were there, right?
Wow, yeah. Shocked.
So here's the scenario. You're on the plane.
Okay.
You get off the plane. You call your significant other. Is the conversation you're having next, oh my God, some lady gave birth on a plane. It was a miracle. I can't believe we were all there for it. It was like, this kid's going to remember this for forever. The mom's, it's such a story that I'm going to tell for years.
No.
One time I was on a flight.
No.
Or are you starting the conversation like, ew, some lady just gave birth on our plane?
That's first of all, I'm not even calling you first. I'm calling American Airlines customer service.
It's
and I'm going to
Delta.
say, I'm sorry. Some woman just gave birth on a plane. Can I get free Wi-Fi next time? Like, we had to land and then I had to wait so that she could,
That's true,
bond with the baby and have some skin on skin time. And now I'm late for a business meeting.
Yeah.
So can I get an upgrade next time? And then I'll call you.
It always sounds like you see this on TV or you see it on the news and all the shows and, oh, they gave birth on a flight and it's a miracle.
Who says that?
Well, I mean, like,
Who's sitting there going, oh my God, it's a miracle?
The sitcoms
Everybody's
make it seem
annoyed.
like yeah.
Everybody is.
I don't know. Like, yeah, they should be because that's how I feel like everyone
Who is
would
flying
react.
9 months pregnant?
That's my first question is, is there a limit?
There should be. I mean, we don't know her like specific
I don't know
situation.
exactly. This could have been an emergency.
Yeah, it could have been an emergency,
no idea,
but at that point, it's even more terrifying. But it's like if you were like, oh, she was due any day. It's like, how dare you on my flight?
But
I'm trying to eat the little brie and cheese over here that I paid $15 for.
Like I don't
now
mean
I see somebody crowning.
I'm trying to not be gross for people that have kids in the car. Or it's like, all right,
the miracle of childbirth is gross to you,
Welcome
Nick?
to the podcast. We're going to get a little gross real quick. No, what did that plane smell like?
Oh, I don't know.
After the baby was born. Because on TV, birth looks so quick and easy and clean. Like they pop out on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
The baby pops out and they're like, oh, isn't that cute? And then they cuddle. Like in life, that's not how babying works.
Yeah.
Like there are things that I didn't even know this happened.
Well, I had a C-section, so you saw things that only the horrors of hell could bring out.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw everything.
I saw within you, which was new.
I also saw it. Because, by the way, can I just say...
I saw your gallbladder before you...
Yeah, no, before I was like, you're like, that looks inflamed.
Yeah.
By the way, can I just say, like, I had a C-section. They put up a screen because Lily was breech and that was a whole issue and all this stuff. But they put up a curtain so I don't see the inside of me while I'm giving birth.
Yeah.
But there was also a large mirror.
Was there?
Yes. I saw everything.
God, that would have
freaked
me out.
They had like a Kristen pocket that they were just all like do. And I was just like, this
I like saw the underside.
wild.
I saw the underside of your ribs.
Yeah.
I would look for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, baby, I was like, is Lily, is Kristen okay? I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I was like split open like the lady from Beetlejuice at one point.
Dude.
I was just like, okay, this is. And then when they were sewing me up, they were talking about where they wanted to go for lunch.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize, like, I just gave birth. This is something that's going to change my life for the rest of my life. This is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
To
They
them.
do this every day.
They were like, I know we had deli sandwiches yesterday, though. But if you do go, get me the one, but just really light on the vinaigrette sauce that they put on it because it makes the bread really soggy.
Meanwhile,
and I'm just like,
Coit's playing in the background.
Yeah,
our old radio
our
station.
old radio station. I'm like, she just missed a break.
Yeah. It's like, I believe you're supposed to be in traffic by now.
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, so it was anyway.
So yes, I'm calling customer service.
A normal birth.
I'm calling Delta.
Normal birth, there's things that happen after, and you're just like, that's got to be gross, right? Like,
yeah, and then imagine like that's your plane that you're supposed to get on to like go see your grandma who's got like 20 minutes left to live, and now they got to clean up the afterbirth. It's
you're
just like, come on, man.
Yeah, for forever.
Take a break.
We got to get a new plane.
Yeah.
Unless they have sheets. I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
We don't need to know.
There you go. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry, I got a little weird there.
Yes, it did.